Hi everyone, and welcome to the Junosphere, where we learn about a whole sphere of topics and how they are interconnected, just as we are all interconnected. The purpose of this video is to enlighten and entertain you. Today we're looking at the Ten of Swords card, focusing on the rich symbolism of the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot deck. The Ten of Swords is one of the 6 cards associated with the month of June, and the dates for this card are from June 11th to June 20th. The overall message of this card is, a karmic lesson has now been completed and help is on the way. Bluntly put, get off the cross, we need the wood. Now most people, when they see the Swords card, especially the 9 and 10 of Swords, feel that it's an ominous sign. But let's look at it another way. Look at the high number Swords cards as a process of transformation from the caterpillar into the butterfly. In the 8 of Swords, the caterpillar spins its cocoon. The 9 of Swords shows the process of attaining maturity while in seclusion. And the 10 of Swords symbolizes the successful launch into a new dimension. The sword is the Buddhist symbol of supreme wisdom that cuts through all attachments and delusions. And swords are very rarely literal. In most cases, they represent word, thoughts, and verbal duels. Seeing this card in a reading can indicate the presence of back problems, or as we refer to them in Jinshin Jitsu, projects. We do not call them illnesses or diseases, etc. They are simply projects to be worked on by becoming harmonized. The number 10 on this card indicates that there is the possibility of releasing the fear of ruin in the next 10 weeks to 10 months. Digging into the symbolism, we see here a person who has 10 swords firmly planted in his back, even in his neck and left ear. Ouch! That's no Q-tip. The figure's position or pose is a warning against sacrifice and destruction, and encouragement for devotion and love instead. The totality of the swords, the mental talents, shows not a philosopher on his throne, but triumph over idols and models. The red cloth indicates the negative side of this card, does not deal with death, but rather is about holding fast to previous judgments and illusions, even if they end in disaster. The red cloth also stands for the flow of lifeblood in a person, as well as from generation to generation. This allows you to draw new conclusions from old experiences. There is a new horizon in the background. Both from a positive and a negative point of view, the methods employed so far get us no further. The fruits of knowledge consist of new decisions which open up new opportunities for love and awareness. The sky in the background shows the strong contrast between black and yellow, which is an indication of massive problems or tensions which are waiting to be or have just been addressed. A change in perspective, the thunderstorm is brewing or just passed. If we see this as representing sundown, the black, something suppressed or unknown, becomes apparent. However, if we see this as sunrise, we visualize a new sun, a new day. Each of these images can be seen in a positive or negative light. The choice is yours. The 10 swords themselves represent the seeds of the intellect that are sprouting. Good, functioning thoughts bring light into the darkness. They bring us further along the path when all our ideas have failed. The weapons of the intellect often nail us down. Only when our thoughts manifest themselves in flesh and blood do they escape from the realms of theory. There's nothing like putting things to a practical test. Now look closely at the position of the right hand of this unfortunate-looking fellow in the 10 of Swords card. His hand is making the sign of blessing. You will see this in some of the depictions of Christ and others. It also appears on the Hierophant and the 6 of Pentacles cards. This indicates that this is a spiritually potent card of blessing. I will be presenting information on these various hand positions, known as mudras, in future videos. The figure lies close to the water's edge. At times of disaster or collapse, we need the water of life. Spiritual powers and spirituality are like the fountain of youth when we give them a chance to flow. So you could say that the Ten of Swords, rather than being about doom and gloom, can represent the promise of light, overcoming the darkness. Please check out the companion video titled The Ten of Swords Astrology and General Information for further guidance. I will be so grateful if you will like, subscribe, share, and comment on my videos, and I'm very thankful for all of you who have already done so. Thanks for tuning in, and I invite you to tune in to the Junosphere again soon. Bye!